Buenos días, muchachos. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Yo estoy bien, cansada, pero bien. So the reason you're not seeing me today is because it is a Sunday morning and I did not put makeup on. So you do not get to see me today, but you will get to see me hopefully on Tuesday in some Zoom rooms, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. So I am coming on with you this morning because you're going to have some new grammar that you're going to be learning, and I wanted to go over it with you. So first off, you guys have been working with regular AR verbs like tocar, where you drop off the AR and then you add on an ending depending upon the subject. Toco, tocas, toca, tocamos, tocais, tocan. You know, of course, that I could have put any verb here as long as it ended in AR. Bailar, pescar, caminar, estudiar. So today, you're going to be learning about something that's called a shoe verb or a stem changing verb. The cool thing about it is the endings are the same, the o, as, a, amos, ais, an, but there is a change in the stem of the verb. So some of you might be asking, well, Señorita Brown, what is a stem? If you take the verb jugar, which is the verb we are going to be working with, the stem is this part right here. The ending is the AR, and the stem is what comes before the ending. So the stem is the verb part that does not include the ending. So there's a special change. Look what I forgot. Look at this. And there goes my puppies. So there is a special change in the stem. But why do we call it a shoe verb? And you're going to find out if Mia stops barking and you can actually hear me. So jugar is a shoe verb. Jugar is a U to UE shoe verb. That means that this U right here actually changes to UE in all forms except for nosotros y vosotros. So you're still asking, but why is it a shoe verb? Well, when you conjugate the verb and draw a line around the verb forms that do change, it looks like a shoe. So notice that inside the shoe, the U changed to a UE, but outside the shoe, it's a regular AR verb. So clase, repitan ustedes juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, jugáis, juegan. So jugar significa to play, but only to play a sport. So notice though that the endings, the o, as, a, amos, ais, an, are the same, but inside the stem it changes U to UE. The only other thing I want to mention when using the verb jugar is that if you are going to say that you are playing a sport, por ejemplo, yo juego tenis. Just a grammatical thing, but when you're saying that you are playing a particular sport, between the form of the verb jugar and the sport that you are playing, we put al. Now, al really doesn't translate to anything. It would still mean yo juego al tenis, I play tennis, but it's there for grammatical purposes only. So again, the only difference between a shoe verb and a regular verb is that the stem of the verb has some sort of a change, and this particular change is U to UE. Are there other stem changing verbs with other endings, or other stems, I should say, other stem changes? Yes, there are other verbs with other stem changes, but you are not responsible for those changes. You are only responsible for, or I should say, you aren't responsible for those verbs. The only verb you're responsible for in this section is the verb jugar. So, I will be doing a Zoom with each of your classes on Tuesday. I'm going to post times on Monday. If anybody is confused with shoe verbs, with JUGAR, or with anything else, you can join the Zoom session, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you and answering any of your questions. In the meantime, if you have any other questions, please make sure that you are sending me messages. Adios, muchachos.